Mitch McConnell did a long interview with the Washington Examiner, and he is pissed at the Tea Party. This may be the strongest I've ever heard any politician go after the Tea Party. He said, quote, "There were Republicans who were basically afraid of conservatives. Frankly, it's time for people to stand up to this sort of thing." Damn, he's not messing around. Quote, "The Senate Conservatives Fund," which is a Tea Party group, "is giving conservatism a bad name. They're participating in ruining the Republican brand. What they do is mislead their donors into believing the reason that we can't get as a good an outcome as we'd like to get is not because of a Democratic Senate and a Democratic president, but because Republicans are insufficiently committed to the cause, which is utter nonsense." He continues, quote, "To have the kind of year we ought to have in 2014, we have to have electable candidates on November ballots in every state, people that don't scare the general electorate and can actually win, because winners make policy and losers go home." Now, kind of surprising, right, to hear Mitch McConnell go after the Tea Party like this, because it wasn't that long ago, specifically it was during the government shutdown, that Ted Cruz decided to march the Republican Party and the Tea Party right off a cliff by trying to attain an unachievable goal and being totally irrational and unreasonable. And John Boehner and Mitch McConnell were following right behind Ted Cruz like he was their leader. In fact, Mitch McConnell was one of the proud lemmings at the time. So why all of a sudden is Mitch McConnell being hard on the Tea Party? Well, I'll get to that in a second. But first, let's just say from a straightforward is he right or is he wrong perspective, where do I fall on this? He's 100% right. I mean, look, the facts are very clear. Joe Walsh, he's a big Tea Party guy. He was defeated in 2012. Richard Murdoch, big Tea Party guy, same thing. Alan West, same thing. Todd Akin, legitimate rape boy, Tea Party guy, same thing. And there's also Michelle Bachmann. She was up by like 20 or 30 points, something ridiculous, a month into the election. And then when election day finally came, she only won by like 2 or 3 points. So this shows you the American people are tired of the Tea Party. In fact, don't take my word for it. How about the opinion polls? The Tea Party approval rating is 24%. Ridiculously low. The Republican Party is also not doing too great, but they're slightly higher. They're at 28%. So again, the numbers and the evidence, it's clear. And not only that, I mean, the claim that Republicans don't fight hard enough, which is the main Tea Party claim, okay, this Congress has had a record number of filibusters, a record number. They have the least number of bills passed ever in recorded history. They had 44 attempts to repeal Obamacare. Okay, lack of opposition is not the problem here if you're a Tea Party person. At what point would you say, you know what, I think they fought hard enough? What did you need? 67 repeal Obamacare attempts? 114? At what number would you say, okay, you got it, Republicans are fighting? But see, that's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's 27 attempts to repeal, 31, or the 44 that actually happened. The reality is the Tea Party, they don't follow the news. They don't know the facts. They don't know the details. They are know-nothings. So they listen to Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity, whatever they say, they're like, I guess that's right. So they think, yeah, Republicans don't fight, even though they literally fight harder than any other party in American history. So McConnell's right. But why is he saying what he's saying? Well, again, this goes back to the interesting answer. The only reason he's doing this, the Tea Party turned on him. And what I mean by that is all these different disparate Tea Party groups, they decided they were going to fund somebody who's going to do a primary run against Mitch McConnell. Somebody is running to the right of Mitch McConnell. If there's any room out there, I mean, you're basically a fucking fascist if you're to the right of Mitch McConnell. But that's what they're doing. They're funding that guy, and Mitch McConnell's all butthurt now, so he's going, no, these guys are crazy and wild and insane. Yeah, that's true, but we were telling you that all along. Hey, Mitch, you created a monster.